Hey there, welcome to day 2 of our Supersize Challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we are going to talk about desire. What the heck is it that you want? We're going to start the year off with a bang, and I'm going to let you into a little strategic secret that I think the vast majority of people don't know that they don't know. If they thought about it, they would know, but if you look around yourself today, I guarantee you will see this everywhere. One of the things I like to do is when I start working with somebody or with a new company is ask them, well, what do you want? What is it that you want to achieve by us working together? And this is just my personal experience, but the vast majority of them, I will say 90 to 97% of people, if you ask them what do they want about any specific thing or about life in general, they'll hem and they'll haw, but it's almost always, I don't know. I don't really know what I want. And then they'll start listing off or they'll start listing off all of the things that they don't want. And that we'll talk about later this month. That is actually a key secret and key way to get in touch with what you do want. Just sit down, write down all the things you don't want, and then ask yourself, what's the opposite of those things? And it sounds so simple. Anybody could do it in a handful of minutes, but the vast majority of people are too busy running through their lives and will never ask themselves that, or it'll be a thing here and a thing there, and then they wonder why none of those things ever show up in their business or in their life. So today, our action item, super simple, is to spend at least 5 quiet minutes. The earlier in the day, the better, because it starts the process and it starts your subconscious and your mind thinking about these things by asking it the question, what is it that I want for my business? What is it that I desire for this business that I've started and am working on creating and growing and building and supersizing? And we asked ourselves yesterday, what does supersize mean to you for your business? And how does that tie into the things that you believe that you want? I say do this and quickly write down the first things that pop into your head, because they're usually the areas that you will get the most leverage out of by working on first. It's just a quick and easy way of looking at things. So for example, I just jotted down a couple of things, and I'm doing the Supersize business or the Supersize annual challenge in both our Supersize Your Business group and in my personal life, because I know that the truth is nothing ever changes until I either change and grow and am big enough and I have enough capacity to handle the thing that I want for my business, or I have the wisdom to get that out of the way and let people that know better how to do something actually implement and do it and act on it, etc. So my list, I've only done my personal one so far, and in my handy dandy annual challenge notebook, I am simplifying this year, which is one of my things that I want, and I've wanted for several years. And so last year I really started in earnest to simplify by going to the school platform and doing other things like that. And it's made everything so much easier and less stressful. Everything's more streamlined. But in my handy dandy annual challenge notebook this year, I have a column for the action item for Supersize You annual challenge, and then I have a column for the Supersize Your Business annual challenge. And I will do the exercise twice. So if you're thinking, I don't have 5 minutes today, I guarantee if you have 5 minutes today, do it when you're in the bathroom, right? Nobody has to know. Take your notebook in there and just write it down, the first things that start popping into your head. And what it does is it sets you up to notice other things as you go about your day. And that's the real power in this. We will be using the 9-part life framework, and I talked about this in Supersize You, so I feel like I should talk about it now. In my massively awesome graphical writing backwards technology or non-technology, it's a framework that I've used for decades on and off, but I've used it very consistently and religiously, like every day since 2017, 2018. And that is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and contribution. That's the 7-part life framework that I learned from Tony Robbins back when he was Anthony, and Jim Rohn back in the early 1980s. I don't remember exactly what year. I'm sure I have it in a notebook somewhere and I could dig it out and look, but I'm not going to do that because my notebooks are in my storage unit. So today, what are we doing? We are thinking about what the heck we desire and what do we want from our business, and we're writing those things down. We're not showing anybody the list. This is just for us as we go through this year's annual Supersize. Supersize Your Business, Supersize You, Supersize everything. done playing small. It's time to be who we're really meant to be and create the business and the legacy and the long-term impact, which are obviously 3 things on my list that we want to be. All right, any questions about this? All you have to do is ask. Reach out and ask. That's what I'm here for. Otherwise, have an amazing day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow for the next little challenge. Have a great day.